welcome back to my channel. This week has been so fun for me because it's my birthday week. I am 24. I turned 24 Tuesday and today is Friday. Today I'm going to my little birthday dinner, kinda. It's kind of like a paint and sip. So I'm really excited because I have been to one, but this one's for me, so pretty excited. In today's video, I will be reviewing Juvia's Place foundation. This is the I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation in this shade Punta Cana. When I went to Ulta, it was so hard to choose a shade, and of course they were all picked through. I actually got this one in Alabama because I was visiting my sister and they just, had the shades surprisingly. So I just picked it up. I have to hurry up and do this makeup tutorial before I be late, so let's get into this video. For the brows, I'm gonna use my ColourPop Precision Brow Pencil. I use this in all my videos. Okay, the tail of that looks kind of crazy, but we're gonna clean it up with some concealer. Well, before I do that, I'm gonna fill in the brows with the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. To clean my brows, I use the Fenty Beauty Concealer in the shade 330 and then my Morphe M432 flat brush to clean them up. I'm using my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder to lock in that concealer. So for today, I'm going to use the Juvia's Danubian eyeshadow palette. I haven't used this in a long time. I'm gonna go ahead and use this color first, which is just like a matte flesh tone color. So next I'm going to apply this deep brown shade right here and apply it on my outer crease. Right on top, I'm gonna go in with this even darker brown shade just on my outer lid area. Now that those colors are on, I'm going to go back in with my concealer and apply a little bit towards the center of my lids to make a slight cut crease effect. Going back in with that brown, I'm just gonna apply a little bit of that to the outer edges just to make that blend out a little bit. Now I'm going to apply this taupey nude shade on that concealer. Going back in with that brown, whatever's left on the brush, I'm just gonna blend the outer part out. And then that fluffy brush that I applied that other brown shade up here just to pull it together. For the brow bone, I'm gonna take this shimmery shade right here and apply it just to give the brow some dimension. Ooh, it's 5:06, y'all. I gotta hurry up. Taking a makeup wipe and cleaning out any fallout. To prime my skin, I'm going to take the Too Faced Hangover RX primer and apply this, just because I feel as though this primer is a little bit more hydrating than my Fenty one, and I want my skin to be able to breathe through that foundation. So applying this is really gonna help my skin not look dry. Right on top, I'm going to apply my MAC Stroke Cream, and I'm using this because when I wore this foundation with just like with a regular primer, I could tell that my skin was like flat. It was dry. It was just dry looking. So I feel like it's very important to have a moisturizing primer or some type of illuminating moisturizer or cream on your face, just to give your skin some dimension. Next, I'm just gonna apply the Juvia's Place foundation. Once again, I am in the shade Punta Cana, and I'm going to apply this on the back of my hand, like this much. Literally, this is all you need. I'm gonna first rub it in my skin first to spread the product around, and then apply it to my skin. This foundation is so thick, but it's like creamy at the same time. Apply a little bit on my forehead. With this foundation, you definitely only need a dime size amount, and that can literally cover your whole face. For concealer, I'm just gonna go ahead and use my Fenty Beauty one. This is in the shade 330. I also want to go ahead and use my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. This is in the shade Warm Beige to give a subtle highlighted look. Y'all, I will not finish at 5:30. It's 5:15 right now. What was I thinking? To cream contour, of course, I'm going to use my Anastasia foundation stick in the shade Walnut. And then going back in with my Real Technique sponge and blending the contour with my foundation and concealer. To set my under eye area, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. But first, I'm going to blend out my under eyes so we don't set any creasing. So now that that powder has set, I'm going to use my Sephora Micro Smooth setting powder in the shade Tan 40 to set my entire face. Also wiping away that translucent powder. And I'm using my Eco Tools face brush. This is the full powder brush. This is really good if you are looking for an overall face brush for your powder. To To contour my skin, I'm going to use my Tarte Amazonian Clay Bronzer. And this is in the shade Hotel Eris. I'm going to lightly contour my nose with this using an eyeshadow brush. For blush, I'm going to use my Anastasia blush trio in the shade Cocktail Party. For highlighter, I'm going to use my Urban Decay Afterglow palette. I haven't used this in a minute. I got this for Christmas like 2 years ago. I'm going to go ahead and use the shade Side Piece. And False Alarm Boo, we will not be using that product because it just didn't give me that highlight that, you know, I'm used to. So I'm just gonna go in with my Dose of Colors Katie and Desi highlighter and Chasing the Sun. And to top that highlight, I'm going to use my ColourPop and Shayla Loose Pigment Highlighter in the shade Boomin'. And then I'm going to set that with this City Color Clear Lock Brow Gel I got like a minute ago. And I'm just going to set my brows. I'm going to apply this Maybelline Big Colossal Lash Mascara. And now I'm just going to go back in with some bronzer and apply it right underneath that liner. While my lashes dry, I'm going to do my inner corner highlight, and I'm gonna use my Dose of Colors highlighter and just apply it on my inner tear duct. I'm gonna apply a little bit on my brow bone area. It's because that pink is kind of throwing me off a little bit. For the lip today, I'm going to go ahead and use my ColourPop BFF 3. For the lips, I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown lipstick in the shade Pink Buff. Like, if I were to do a pink lip, this is the only option. Okay, 10 years later with those lashes. But to top off the lips, I'm going to use my Bare Minerals lip gloss in the shade Bay. To set the whole look, I'm going to use my Urban Decay Chill Setting Spray. Woo! Okay, you all, makeup is done. I'll be right back with my hair and outfit change. Overall, I did like the foundation, but I do have to add a illuminizing cream of some sort to bring some moisture back into my skin and make it more skin-like and not so matte and full coverage. But overall, I really do love it. It looks flawless. All the products that I used today will be in the description box down below, so make sure you check that out as well. And I'll see you on my next video.